and just showing you some trees here. I got something going on here. It's a peach tree, and it is for some reason excreting this liquid. I think it's a bug that's drilled into it. And down here is the same thing in the center of the tree. And over here, it's the only tree that has the most on it. Okay, let's go look at some other trees. Just want to show you what I'm working with now. Everything is asleep except for these collard greens in the garden. They won't go to sleep because they're more cold hardier type of plant. Oh, let's see what we got here. We got trees. This is the one that was planted on top of the ground instead of being dug in. This is the only tree that's in my yard, or orchard rather, that's on top. Now it was put in last year. Now it's holding into the ground nice and sturdy. So I love it. Tree looks good. It's healthy. Had a little bit of disease problem during the spring. And this is I want to give you all the information I can. This is a Honeycrisp right here. You can see Stark Bros. I like their company. I like their company. And got a neighbor working next door, so excuse the sound of a hammer, but still got to make you a video. Because some of you love my videos. I mean, really like them. They even tell me in their comments that they like my videos. Alright, so this right here is my cherry tree. Now, this is going to be sprayed this year. I have to find out what I'm going to use to spray it, but you can see all these buds on this tree. I mean, look at all these buds, you know. I hope that's focusing in, but that is a whole string of buds. It always produced this year. I mean, this tree. This is a, oh God, this is a bang. It's a bang. And now, to tell you the truth, here's what's going on. This was bought at a store that I think is out of business. I think it's Summerstone Nursery. And this tree here is supposed to be a dwarf. But it gets, I mean, it's right now, it's about 7 feet tall. But it could easily be 15 or even taller, 15 feet tall. So, you know, it is what it is. But, I mean, you just saw it. It came here as a little twig like this. No, more like this. Yeah. And now look at it. Around here at the base of it, it is almost, I don't know what, 2-3 inches across. It's been here for about, I think about 3 or 4 years. 3 or 4 years, something like that. But it produces lots of cherries each year. And the other one next to it does the same thing. That's right over there. And this one's one. That's the one over there. They're both bangs. They had them mislabeled. That's notorious for that store that was open. But they were full of worms, each one of the cherries. I don't know what to do about it. But if you have any advice, I'm willing to listen. And I would appreciate it very much. Now, this tree here is an apple tree. You can see that leaf on there in the dead of winter. It's got a pretty green leaf on there on the top. So everything is falling like it's supposed to. All the leaves are falling off. This is another Honeycrisp. Now the reason why I bought Honeycrisp because apples that are Honeycrisp are some of your most expensive apples. So I'm always trying to put things in my garden that are most expensive of the fruit line that you can get. And this right here is supposed to be now what is this tree here? This is supposed to be a Bartlett. It's a beautiful, healthy tree. Okay, this also was bought as a dwarf. But you can't tell me this is a dwarf because every time I look around, it's trying to get bigger and bigger and bigger. So if I let this go, this probably be over 17, 18 feet tall. So I'll keep it down there. Now right now it's at about, I don't want to shaft you on the height. I'd say about 10 feet tall. About 10 feet. No, that's another tree behind it, but it's about 10 feet tall. So I keep it cut. I don't care what it takes. It's going to stay short. All my trees are going to stay short. Now this is a tree next to it I bought at Stark Brothers. I don't work for the company or anything. I just like their products. This tree here, beautiful. This is a Delicious, which is a pear. And I put it close to it. They're about 6.5 feet apart. And they're both supposed to be dwarfs. So we'll see what happens. But this tree took off when I put it in. And it's tall, and I don't know when it's going to produce, but probably it's say 2 years. Now this here was cut off. This was moved twice. This is a plum tree. So I bought about, I think I got 1, 2, 3. I think I got 3 plum trees. I got 3 pear trees, and so I just kind of keep my fruit line up because I'm not gonna sell them or anything, but they have many hungry people out here. I might give some away. But let's see. Let's go over here now. All these this turned into a nightmare over here. Weeds got all into these. So be careful about this. Some people have problems. Weeds got all into these cranberries, and I had a heck of a time dealing with it this year. So I got to come up with a plan for 2017. Excuse me, 2017. Now this tree, it's got a competing right here, which is another leader trying to be a leader. This is the tallest one and the healthiest one, so I'm gonna cut this one back. But I need this. Actually, I might cut it shorter because I need this to. All my trees are gonna stay in check. All of them was cut off at so many inches above the knee. They tell you to do that, so I did that, and I had a good time getting them down, and so they branch out, move closer to the ground. This right here is a God, what is this? This is another plum, but they call it it's got like a lady's name. Can't remember the name of it right now, but it's a plum tree, and I'm gonna have plums. So, and over here is another type of pear tree, and they call it a Duchess right there. That's a Duchess. It's short, small. I don't know what they gave. Wait a minute, these came in the mail one day, and I don't know what company, but they just sent them to me, and I don't remember ordering them, but I'm not gonna throw them away. Actually, I had some of you to tell me that you shouldn't throw them away. Let's see. And around this tree here grew underground from all the way over here, about 6-7 feet. Here are some more. What they call these things? Raspberries. Raspberries grow underground. You put one plant down, and you'll have like 10 or 12 plants in no time, and then you'll have more than that because they just keep on growing underground. Now this right here is supposed to be a big, huge white grape, and this white grape here is going to be immaculate when it's done. I gotta remember to keep it tied up. Keep it tied up because once you let them grow a certain way, then they don't look right, and you want them to stay straight. But I grow them on stakes. I'm the only one. There's 2 people on the internet that do this. That's me and another gentleman from the UK. And so that's how that works. I grow them on a stake. I got the idea from him, and that's how I grow them. So just got to be real about it. So all my grapevines are on stakes. This is the oldest one. It's on a stake. Got to cut it back and get it all prettied up. But this is the oldest one. You can see how big around it is. So took a lot of years to get it to that point. And I got to watch these cords I tie around it because I don't want to gurgle any of my plants. So I'll come out here one day and I'll get all this straight. All right, this is another one. This was grown about 2 years ago, and it was producing this year. So grapes do produce really fast if you have the right soil. The soil is full of organic matter. All my soil is full of organic matter. See all these weeds here? These are weeds that were picked and dropped. It's called chop and drop. These leaves right here, excuse me, these leaves here, they grow big and full in the spring and summer. I'm going to cut those up, and they'll be my fertilizer, because I'm not. The secret is, folks, I'm not buying some fertilizer. Don't tell anybody. I use weeds, and I use all kinds of vegetation, like grass like this here, and I make my fertilizer. I'll do a video on it. All right, this is the morning garden. I'm tired of talking your ear off, but let's just take a look at something else. Here we go. This is my biggest cherry tree, and I got it all cut back. I got to clean it all up because I got everything cut back because I got it down to about 4 feet on some ends. Up here, this one's about 6-7 feet. I'm gonna cut it all back, get all close together, because no tree in my yard is gonna get out of control. I refuse to have that happen. And this right here might, I don't know what it is, a standard, but look how big around the base it is. And it's growing like it wants to. So we'll see what happens. Now, this soil is black and it's pretty, but lacks nitrogen, so I'll take care of this spring. All right, that's it. Now, I came out here and picked some of this kale earlier, and it's a different variety. I can see that because it's got a purple stem. So all my garden, the main thing will be in my garden is going to be kale, and then mustard greens come in second. And I have to have greens in my garden. I want greens in my garden because it's so healthy for you. And and garlic's going to take over a big spot in this garden. Big spot. Garlic. All right, this is the Morning Gardener. Thank you all for listening. Please subscribe if you haven't already. And I'm a happy person. Thank you.